Welcome to Soothing News. Uplifting stories with meditation music in the background. My name is Ethan. Swimming is amazing. Being in the water, moving around, it's fun. You're weightless. And equally amazing is Paris. I've never been, but from what I understand, it's one of the great cities that the earth has to offer. And now, for the first time in over 100 years, the River Seine is officially open for public swimming. There's been a massive cleanup project happening over there in Paris, and I guess they just finished. Because now, you and your Parisian friends can all take a dip in this once polluted waterway, and now a clean, impeccable, once again, I've never been, but according to them, totally swimmable river. It might also be the closest thing we have to the River Seine. Based on that alone, I think it's worth getting in the water. If you find yourself in that river and you're having a good time, reach out to me and let me know. If you know anything about me, you know I love lynxes. And at one point, there was a critically endangered Iberian lynx. But because of conservation efforts, the Iberian lynx population has reached an historic high. If you're not familiar with the lynx, I highly recommend you simply Google Lynx and click images. And maybe even go so far as to click videos and check out these incredible animals. Speaking of the most amazing cities on the planet, New Jersey. The land of Jon Stewart and Bruce Springsteen has actually done something pretty cool. They have expanded free preschool and full-day kindergarten statewide by 2030. This is a major investment in early childhood education, and I love it. Education needs massive funding, as we all know. And so this is a step in that direction. The children are the future. So, I commend New Jersey for wanting to teach their preschoolers about, I don't know, how to make brownies. What do you learn in preschool? Drawing your hand on a plate to make it look like a turkey? Well, either way, I love this move by New Jersey, and it gets the Soothing News stamp of honor. First-time recipient. Pretty cool. Speaking of great cities on the planet, all cities are part of a country. And this next story has to do with two great countries, Denmark and Wales. Researchers from Denmark and Wales have identified the perfect combination of flowers to attract and support pollinators. This offers a beautiful and effective way to boost biodiversity in backyards and beyond. I think we can all agree the planet should be covered in flowers. I would say even indoors. I would prefer a bowling alley and the DMV to be riddled with flowers. I think everybody would be happier, except people that are allergic. One of my favorite things is hearing soothing news from friends of mine. So here with a little personal soothing news is the brilliant comedian and podcaster, Rachel Scanlon.
Good morning. It's me, Rachel Scanlon, and I have some very good news for you. Today, I walked into my garden, and I, for the first time ever, saw with my own eyes, my corn has sprouted. That's right, the corn that my wife and I have planted into the soil with our gay little hands, for the first time ever, has started to sprout. And if that isn't the most beautiful news to wake up to walk out and see the fruits of our labor, our corn has finally started to... I didn't think it would work. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing out there. I've never planted anything before in my life. But today, I see corn has spread. That corn. You know, the thing that you bite into, and they call it an ear for some reason. We're not sure why. Today, I see that I may be very good at gardening, and that is some amazing news. I hope that in whatever corn that you're, metaphorically growing starts to sprout for you as well. Have a great day out there, everyone.
Thanks for that amazing news, Rachel Scanlon, or as I like to call her, Scantron. I hope that you will quickly make those ears of corn into corn dogs and then invite me over, because I love corn dogs. Anywho, let's get back to the news. I had dogs my entire life and was essentially taught cats are lesser than. But as an adult, I'm proud to say I've made a 180, and I am now obsessed with cats. I have two of my own, Lewis and Swanson, who I love dearly, and I'm sure they're listening. I say all of that because there's a heartwarming story from Scotland about a cat who accompanies a boy to school every day. Kiki is the name of the cat, and she follows Sonny, who is 10 years old, and his classmates to the gates of school every morning in Scotland, and then waits patiently in the playground until they're done with school, and then escorts them back home again. Kiki has brought a lot of joy to these children, the staff of the school, and the school community. Apparently, it has taught the children how to treat cats and respect them, and that makes me very happy. Kiki, if you're listening to this, you have now earned the Soothing News stamp of honor. Congratulations. Now it's time, of course, for Soothing Sweets. If you're unaware, I, Ethan, have a sweet tooth, and this week I want to recommend strawberries. Do not underestimate the incredible flavor and consistency experience of a strawberry. Try having 3 or 4 strawberries after dinner and then tell me how you feel. They've got an amazing design to them and they taste great. That's it for this week's show. And hey, if this podcast brought you some peace or joy, tell a friend about it. Remember to take your time, be kind to one another, and I'll see you soothe. Whoops. I mean, soon. Peace and love. Soothing News is produced by Shawnee Moose, The Goose is Loose, Tracy, and me, Ethan Edinburgh. This podcast is edited and mixed by Shawnee Moose and features original music by me. The artwork was drawn by Aliyah Kamilova, and this week's stories were sourced from AP News, BBC, New Jersey Monitor, DailyRecord.co, and Good News Network. Special thanks to this week's guest correspondent, Rachel Scanlon. And special thanks also to you, our listeners, for without you, I would merely be speaking into the void. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Speaking into the void is actually amazing, and sometimes I'll just come up with new ideas for books that I'll never write. This week I've got a new idea for a book that I'll never write because, well, it just takes way too long to write a book. But it's about trees that are spies. The trees have different kinds of expertise and weapons and